everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is, make sure right, Thursday, April 11, 2019. We've had rain off and on all day at the Homestead, so nothing got accomplished outside today. So it was just one of those kind of days. We had planned on working on the chicken coop, but that ended up not happening because of the weather. So I wanted to talk about, we're going to jump right into this video, okay? A global health threat, okay? It's really, really scary, and I'm going to say the name, Candida auris, okay? It is a fungal that is drug resistant to antibiotics, all right? Really, really scary stuff. It is basically hitting all over the world now, and it's been going on for about 5 years. Hasn't been a whole lot of talk about it, okay? But I just want to run over some of the numbers here. New York, of course, has the most cases of it. Of course, New York would have the most cases of it. 309 cases are in New York. Illinois has 144 cases. They're second. And then New Jersey comes up third. They have the those are the three with the most cases. A grand total of 587 cases so far in the United States. Now, Candida auris is basically it attacks weakened immune systems, okay? So who is it affecting the most? It's affecting the elderly the most, and basically cancer patients, okay? Those are the people that are highestly susceptible to it because, you know, like I said, with that weakened immune system. And so anyway, it causes infections in the blood. That's what this does, okay? So this fungus, traditional antibiotics don't touch it. It has grown, like, because what will happen is if you keep using the same thing all the time, your body will build up an immunity to that antibiotic, okay? So a lot of times they'll switch you onto something different. And so, you know, or that particular bug has built up an immunity to that antibiotic, so they have to try hitting it with something else. Well, unfortunately, this fungus is pretty much drug resistant to most antibiotics, which is kind of frightening, okay? So there's a lot of new cases in Chicago as well. Now, with this virus, and I'm going to say the name again, so Candida auris, okay? Candida auris. And it has a kill rate of almost, well, it's like 1 in 3 people are dying. So that's 33% of the people that get this virus ends up dying from it. So it's kind of scary. I wanted to talk about, let's see, it is shut down a neonatal unit in Venezuela. It swept through a hospital in Spain. It forced a prestigious British medical center to shut down its intensive care unit, okay, or ICU. So it's taken root in India, Pakistan, and South Africa. So as you can see, this is something that is all over the world, and it's been going on for about 5 years. It is something that is definitely, you know, a global health crisis. I mean, it's a huge, huge threat, you know, all throughout the world. If you have a fungus that's resistant to antibiotics, what are you going to do for it? It has to run its course. And when you have somebody that's already in a weakened state anyway, like I said, that's a lot of them, it's deadly in a lot of those people. Hospitals are not always the best place to be. So, you know, if you're having a surgery, and a lot of us have had to have surgeries through the years, you know, try to get out of that hospital as soon as you possibly can. That is the best way to do it. You know, if you're in there, and the biggest thing is if you have a surgery, the faster that you get up and that you walk around, the better off you're going to be just getting out of that hospital sooner. And realistically, that's what you want to try to do. And it might be painful, it might hurt, but you definitely want to be out of that hospital as soon as you possibly can be. So a lot of scary stuff with this, guys. This is definitely something, like I said, it's with something like that, doesn't care what color you are, it doesn't care what religion you are, it's going to affect everybody, you know. And at some point, we all have a weakened immune system. I mean, think about somebody that has the flu, okay? You're already weakened because of that flu, and then if this, fungus gets a hold of you, it could be very, very deadly. So this is something that I think really needs to be brought to the attention of people, and that's why I wanted to do a video on it, because I think it's really, really important. Scary, scary stuff, guys. Just unbelievable of the different things that can happen, and so, like I said, that's why I wanted to share that with you. But see if there's anything that I skipped over here, just to make sure. So of the 144 cases that I said that are in Illinois, the most of those cases are in Chicago. So, but they just, it's spreading around, and but very scary stuff. Very, very scary stuff. So until recently, I had not heard of it myself. So I mean, and it's been around for 5 years. So why would they not have brought that out sooner and let people be aware of that, as far as that goes? So, like I said, very, very scary stuff. And when you have these different viruses that are always getting stronger, more resistant to antibiotics, it's that's something that would take out a lot of the population. If if something were to happen where, like I said, if there was some kind of a pandemic with a flu or something like that, and then this gets in there as well, you're looking at a lot of people going. And now the question would be, would this be something that would be released on purpose? I mean, if it's primarily right now affecting the elderly and like cancer patients and stuff like that, people with weakened immune system, would that be unleashed on purpose, would be my question. And it's just a question, something to think about, to get rid of the no longer useful people, if you will, and according to whoever. But that's just something that to kind of mash around and think about a little bit, because those things can happen. Okay, so anyway, guys, I just wanted to do this video on this topic. I think it's important to share this type of information. We need to be aware of it. Scary stuff out there, guys. Really, really scary stuff. And it could affect you and your family. So, I mean, it's something that you need to be aware of. And so stay healthy. So anyway, other than that, like I said, we didn't do any work outside today because it was like a wet, rainy snow all day long. So it wasn't sticking to the ground, but it was just miserable enough that it's right around 34, 35 degrees. So just miserable, weather-wise today. So not a fun day to be outside. So we didn't stay outside today. We didn't go out. So, and you can see we got the fire going here at the homestead today, just to take the chill off. So, that's part of the deal. Unfortunately, sometimes that's what you have to do. But other than that, things are going well. I did want to mention real quickly, today is Thursday. The sale on my website at preppernurse1.com is going to be going until Sunday, midnight East Coast time, 3 in the morning West Coast time. Okay, so that sale will be over at that point. Well, so actually, it'll be 3 a.m. East Coast time. I'm sorry, and midnight West Coast time. I got that reversed. So, was it I know, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Strike that, reverse it. Willy Wonka. Anybody in my generation will know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Gene Wilder was the best. I'm sorry, Gene Wilder was the best Willy Wonka. Love that. I could still watch that. I've probably seen that movie 25, 30 times, and I'd still watch it. I'd watch it right now if somebody had it. Love that movie. But anyway, so, but we are doing the sale. 20% off all merchandise, coffee mugs, stickers are now available as well. T-shirts, okay, 20% off of all of those. 20% off of the legacy food as well. So any legacy product that you're interested in purchasing, it's a 20% discount. The code will be at the top of the page. And again, that's preppernurse1.com. Also on preppernurse1.com, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community. If you're looking to hook up and talk or try to form a group with like-minded people either in your state or in your country, we have a community on preppernurse1.com, and it's called the PN1 community. And so if you go there, You have to register, so nobody off the street can just come in and see who's doing what. It's all very, very private, and this way it's a great way to connect with other like-minded people, bounce ideas off of each other, and just kind of go from there. So definitely check that out, okay? Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. So that's really, really important to tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. Nobody else can stop you. Okay? So I hope everybody's doing great. Work week is winding down, so I will see you guys all tomorrow in the live chat at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And I will see you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.